Doom has come. Welcome to the Comicstorian Complete Story series, where we take trade paperbacks in single issues and we break them down into digestible bites to help you understand. Then, we read them dramatically back to you. All alterations to the panel's text and images are to prevent copyright problems, and all art is owned by its respective companies. Dr. Doom is one of Marvel Comics' most powerful and well-known villains, and with his introduction to the MCU being announced, we decided that today we will be covering the 2024 Dr. Doom one-shot, in which he must face down against Galactus. Somewhere in the vastness of space, a body drifts through the darkness, gray and green armor fused to his skin. Debris from a massive battlesuit surrounding him. Doom has fallen. But he is no longer alone. A small ship pushes forward, maneuvering rockets hissing as it passes through the debris field.
"We have found him,"
Herbie acknowledges to Valeria. Valeria pilots the ship, moving closer to the remains of Victor Von Doom.
"His vitals are almost undetectable. His armor appears to be fused, completely inoperable, incapable of life support or stasis. How is he still alive, Valeria?"
the robot asks. The ship maneuvers above Doom and draws him in with a beam of light. "It's magic, dummy," Valeria explains. When Doom is brought aboard their ship, the pair begin the long task of bringing him back from the dead, stabilizing his body with their technology while allowing him to heal with a small amount of super soldier serum. As the automated machines get to work, Valeria heads into the medical bay, looking at the man who once fought against her father. "Oh, Uncle," she whispers, "just look at what he did to you." She returns to the bridge, looking for a safe harbor while they continue to bring Doom back from the dead.
"I think I have a solution, Valeria,"
Herbie points out, bringing an image of a massive Doom armor head that floats through space.
"It must have drifted from the area where they fought. The head of his armor seems to be intact,"
Herbie offers. Setting up on board, Valeria and Herbie are finally able to bring Doom back to consciousness. As they ease back on the anesthetics, Doom begins to waken. His body is still torn to shreds though, and opening his eyes causes him great pain. But Doom pushes through as he sees the young girl standing before him. "Valeria, what happened?" Doom asks. His voice sounds like sandpaper as his vocal cords struggle to work. Valeria smiles at Doom. "Welcome back, Uncle. You lost," she tells him. She turns back to the computers, bringing up the memory core of Doom's massive armor and explaining to him everything that has happened. It was years ago that the World Eater was detected heading towards Earth once again. Rather than wait for his world's doom, Victor developed a massive set of armor and journeyed into space to defeat Galactus. Doom believed that he understood Galactus, believed that he knew what was needed to defeat him, and he was wrong. Galactus had been feeding. His normal pace, which was balanced throughout the universe, had been sped up. He was all-powerful now, and Doom was defeated, his machine broken, thrown to a planet and shattered. Valeria glances back at her uncle. "And then, he broke you," she says softly. Doom was left shattered, floating in space as Galactus continued his path of annihilation. He had given into hunger, and countless worlds fell before him. Civilizations were wiped out as each planet was left a dead husk. And finally, he came to Earth. Like dozens of times before, Reed Richards stepped up, tasked with solving the problem of Earth's destruction. He gathered together a host of heroes and villains, all with the common goal of saving their world. But it was not enough. Galactus destroyed them all. And with the Earth withered and destroyed, Galactus moved on. "That was 2 years ago," Valeria says softly. Doom leans forward in his stasis tube, already gathering strength in his destroyed body. "How did you survive?" he questions. She smiles at him. "Oh, you know me, Uncle. I'm interested in survival, like you," she says. Doom nods gently. "Doom does not survive. Doom endures." he tells her. He looks up, questioning if others stood against Galactus. And Valeria nods. As Galactus continued his journey, feasting on more worlds, the most powerful heroes in the galaxy rose up to stop him. But, like the heroes of Earth, it was not enough. Doom nods his head again. I will need armor, he tells her. Valeria moves and lifts a box for her uncle. You'll need more than that, she tells him. Doom steps down from his tube. His body has healed enough for what comes next. Your normal armor won't do. The problem is, your human body isn't enough for what I've built, she explains. Doom reaches into the box and pulls out a medical tube. I have grafted celestial blood onto human plasma. The super soldier serum we've given you should help you while your body synthesizes it, she says. Doom nods and injects himself. Next, Valeria gives him his new armor. Created from Uru and vibranium, powered by 3 cosmic cubes. Finally ready, Doom stands before her in the new armor, power radiating off him.
Doom is pleased,
he rumbles. But Valeria shakes her head. You won't be when you hear the rest, she whispers. She tells Doom that she has seen what Galactus has done next, how he stood before the celestial host, a cosmic being against a pantheon of gods, the eater of worlds versus their judge. And with all the worlds he had consumed, Galactus was overflowing with power. Even the might of the Celestials couldn't stand before him and were destroyed in a blast of Galactus's full power. But Valeria shakes her head, explaining that she can't figure out why Galactus is doing this. What caused him to fall before his thirst? But Doom puts a hand on her shoulder.
Valeria, it is right there before us,
Doom explains, telling her that Galactus has taken a machine from the Celestials, something that is designed to destroy the very universe and birth another from the husk.
Galactus, it seems, is tired of waiting his role to witness the end of one universe and the birth of another,
Doom says. Valeria's eyes widen as she realizes the truth. He's going to end everything, she whispers. She looks to Doom. We have to stop him, she says. Doom nods solemnly.
We must certainly try,
he rumbles. A short time later, the ship arrives on a desolate world, another of the lifeless husks that Galactus has left behind. But now, he is activating the device that he stole from the Celestials, preparing to end everything. But he is not alone. As Galactus has done many times before, he has created heralds, fueled by the power cosmic. As Valeria steers her ship towards the device, Doom launches himself to the planet, prepared to stand against the Molecule Man to give Valeria time. The ground cracks beneath his feet as he lands, energy pulsing from his new armor and body. Doom stands before the 3 heralds, unafraid, knowing that he is strong enough to defeat them, even if it means his end. Doom raises his hands, launching a powerful attack at the heralds. The very planet beneath them shudders at the power of the blows. The heralds' attack is won, beating Doom into the dirt. But he refuses to fall, sending out a wave of energy that throws them away. The 3 launch at him as one, but Doom raises his hand again, calling forth his new power and the deep magics that have always been at his disposal. Energy rains down on the heralds, and they finally fall with screams of pain, blasted from the very fabrics of the universe. Alone, the wind whistles through the silence of the planet, as Doom gazes upon the massive device, which has begun to power up.
Valeria, can you hear me?
Doom asks over the comms. Yes, Uncle, I'm nearing the device, Valeria responds as she lands. She disembarks the ship and moves forward, looking for some way to shut the device down. Herbie, is there any chance you can stop this thing? She asks.
No, not once it's active,
Herbie tells her. Valeria nods, knowing what she must do. She slips inside and sets up Herbie's computer to interface with the device. ordering him to loop himself into the mainframe and find power conduits that he can overload.
There are 5.
Herbie responds, warning her of what will happen when he overloads them. Yes, I know, she says softly before he begins. Valeria turns away. Uncle Doom, I want you to know something. You were always good to me, always protected me, looked after me, and I want you to know I always loved you for that, she says softly. On the planet, Galactus turns as he senses the device overloading. The explosion rips apart the earth beneath them as the force of the blow actually launches them away. Nearby, Doom watches as the device is destroyed, and Valeria with it. He stares for a moment as the rage begins to build up inside of him. Energy begins to spike as he begins to bellow. Victor's normally cool attitude disappears at his anger at the World Eater. Galactus turns his gaze upon Doom, now more powerful than the last time they met in battle. The ground shakes as Galactus stomps forward, preparing for a final battle. In the void above them, the great beings of the universe watch on at these final moments. Victor knows that everyone dies, but in his last moments, he will face his doom and laugh in defiance. Energy begins to pulse off of him as he launches himself at Galactus, prepared to battle until the end. And that was the one-shot Doom. What did you guys think of this story? And what did you guys think of the announcement of Dr. Doom being the next big bad of the MCU and being played by Robert Downey Jr.? Let me know in the comments down below, and be sure to subscribe to the channel as we'll be covering the infamous Iron Man story soon, in which Dr. Doom becomes Iron Man. Anyway, thanks for watching, and we will see you next time. Rest in peace, Penny.